are these podcasts? WATP.
Big news in the world of podcasting. Kyle Photographer turned me on to this. This is amazing. Adam, I'm going to need your help analyzing this stuff.
We need to change the conversation. And that's why I'm launching a new podcast. And this is going to be anything but the ordinary politician.
That's right. Gavin Newsom is launching a podcast, everyone. How exciting is that?
I don't like when I can see the direction that they gave him in the first 10 seconds. You know, they did like 20 of these, and they're just like, we need more energy. We need more energy. So now he's at a point where he doesn't even know what normal or reality is. So just in this first 5 seconds, he's pointing, he's yelling, he's got lots of energy. This is very, very exciting, like in the way Stuttering John laughs a lot and then hopes it sounds funny.
Yeah, no, tell them they need this podcast. Come on, Gavin. This is such an important podcast you're doing. Let's get after it.
We need to change the conveation. That's why
He's
I'm
already
launching
mid-lap.
a new podcast.
Guys, all these people who are saying I'm responsible for these fires and I'm doing a horrible job. We got to change the conversation.
I didn't even know we were rolling. I just was talking. And okay,
and this is going to be anything but the ordinary politician podcast. I'm going to be talking to people
I'll be the judge of that.
Directly that I disagree with, as well as people I look up to. But more important than anything else, I'll be talking directly with you.
People he disagrees with. I'm wondering, will Adam Carolla get a phone call to be on this show? Joe Rogan, people have moved out of California deliberately because they couldn't take it anymore. If we have those conversations, he could go on Joe Rogan's show. That'd be interesting. No,
I would love to see Cat Williams on his show.
Well, Cat Williams would be a great guest, too. Let's find out who he has on there.
The listener. Real conversations. What's going on with the cost of eggs? What are the real impacts to you around tariffs? What power does an executive order really have? And what's really going on inside of Doge? Look.
Wait, so it's all federal government shit? It's all national stuff? So this is just his, guys, I am going to still run for president, just so you know. I know everyone thinks that I wouldn't do well, but I want to be the president, guys. Can we...
It's exactly like every other political podcast.
Right.
And I'm so glad you pointed that out, because anybody that lives in California is watching this thinking, I would love him to be doing anything else in the world but this. Him talking about eggs does not give me comfort or hope.
No.
There's an onslaught of information that we take in. So let's take it to the sources without the typical political mumbo jumbo. In the first few weeks, we're going to be...
That's a good point, Tobias. How much does Eggs Benedict cost at the French Laundry? That's why eggs are so fucking expensive. This guy is tone deaf.
Sitting down with some of the biggest leaders and architects in the MAGA movement. This is Gavin Newsom.
Well, I'm excited. I will be subscribed to that. I can't wait to see what he's got for us. I'm sure the commenters love it too. Fix your fucking state, you absolute psychopath, is the first comment. Why don't you go on the Joe Rogan show? So, you should shoot the podcast at a fancy restaurant while you belittle the average person and tell them they can't eat like you because you've made up your own rules. he's on the cover of Loser magazine? I didn't even know that existed. I thought that was out of print at this point.
Who are these podcasts?